What does your body language tell the interviewer when you appear there? It's as important as the words you speak. Yes, let's go deep into this and make your personality absolutely apt and presentable when it comes to the interviews. The tip number one when it comes to body and how you kind of portray yourself in the interviews is that you need to keep in mind that 7% is what you say, is what is being appearing, and then 38% is how you appear, how you talk, how confident you look, and last but not the least, 50% is your body language. The way your facial expressions, the gestures, you match them according to the requirement is the most important thing and is the biggest component. Yes, words are important, but body language is equally important and plays a very big role because those are the non-verbal cues which an interviewer gets to know before even you say something. As in when you knock the door, you enter into the room, are you someone like a Joe who is smiling, confident and greeting with a great strong handshake and also not having sweaty hands? That's like a very good thing, gives a great first impression. On the other hand, there is a Mo who is coming in the door, looking here and there, down and out, not feeling confident, lazy, not at all well groomed, and is not ready to even shake the hand. He's already nervous. That person is getting almost out of that interview in the first impression, in the first instance itself. Yeah. So keeping that in mind, the tip number one when it comes to body language is that you need to have a great smile on your face when you are entering into the room so that the interviewer can take you very, very positively. Tip number two, you need to have a great eye contact. When you're sitting in the interviewer room, you have to be maintaining that eye contact. A person number one, an interviewer number one asks you a question, are you kind of giving a smile and looking into his or her eyes? The person number two, are you kind of again looking into the eyes and the contact when you are answering? And when you are answering the questions, you're gonna pause and pan. You're going to look into all the interviewers together. That gives a great confidence to the interviewer as well as you. Tip number three is that you need to watch your gestures. Is your gesture actually matching to what you are saying? Even if you are politely saying that, I don't know, but then that time are you kind of, smiling and saying, I don't know, is not a good sign, is not a good gesture. You need to match your gesture with what you are saying. It has to be in the synchronization. That's number three. The most important and the number fourth element is that you need to leave your phone behind. If you are keeping the phone next to you on the table and you are getting a ring, a message, and you're looking here and then they're looking here, you are actually getting diverted and you're not focused onto the interview questions. And this is not at all a great sign of you paying attention and listening properly. So you need to be a very good listener as well as a very good speaker. So phone has to be kept outside or needs to be switched off and kept into the pocket so that there is no distraction at all. These are some of the great body language tips which you need to make sure that you are implementing them. And now coming on to the grooming tips. Not only this, along with body language, there is another element of grooming and appearance which you need to take care of. And I'm going to talk separately for men as well as for women. For men, it is very important that you have a neat and a clean beard, or you are visiting a salon where you get the haircut, your sideburns are properly cut and your beard is nicely trimmed. And if you are not carrying a beard, you are properly clean shaved if you have any doubt on the beard or the beard styling. Yes, that's number one. Number two, you need to also make sure that your hair are properly tied up. If you apply a gel routinely in routine, so you apply gel and get the hairs properly tucked up. That gives a sharp personality and a sharp look. Also coming on to the outfits, you need to have again very well stitched tailor-made trousers and a nicely stitched shirt. And if you are like in a culture where blazers are okay, you can wear a blazer as well. Having having a great outfit makes you more confident than anything else. Shoes, you need to make sure the shoes you are wearing are not something which are new and they're making you uncomfortable. Those shoes should be at least you've been wearing them from like last 3-4 months and they're not completely new. You need to be comfortable. That's very important. Yes. And when it comes to the freshness in your mouth, when you speak, there should not be any foul smell. You should not smoke before going to the interview. You should have that fresh feeling. Apply a deodorant and make sure that you are coming up as a great personality when it comes to grooming. This is for men. For coming to women, again, the tip number 1 is that you need to have very well tucked up hair, well combed, and that is very, very, very important. Number 2 is that you need to also again make sure that you are dressed up well, you're decked up well. You can wear a blazer with a skirt, which is generally in trend for women, and that kind of gives a great confident appearance. And also make sure that you are carrying something as a mouth freshener for you as well. Ladies especially need to make sure that they're appearing fresh and vibrant. And yes, that's how you're gonna groom yourself, get ready for the interview, and get ready to be into your dream job, dream role by cracking these interviews, keeping the fear of the interviews somewhere behind. Yes, look forward.